Katie, thank you. 7:49 is your time. Reading is the foundation of any good education. Yet, according to the American Public Health Association, 1 in 10 children have vision issues that interfere with learning.
Good Day's Tacoma Perry is here now with more on how one local family overcame a glaring obstacle, one I'd actually never heard of.
I know, but what the symptoms everyone has probably heard before. Well, you know, Jacob became increasingly shy and didn't want to even order food off of a menu because he didn't want anyone to know he couldn't read. It affected his relationship with his parents, his siblings, but what Jacob was going through is surprisingly common. It wasn't that he wasn't trying, it was that something else was going on.
It would spin, it would move, the letters would move almost backwards. It was, my eyes would be so tired.
14-year-old Jacob Ruschel is describing what he would see every time he tried to read.
We homeschool, and I started teaching him to read when he was about 5 years old. I was so excited, and turns out he wasn't really learning to read. He had just memorized all the books I was giving him.
By the time Jacob was 9, his younger brother and sister had already surpassed his reading ability. He was barely reading at a first-grade level. It was frustrating for Jacob and his family.
We had taken him to eye doctors, we had taken him to pediatricians, we had taken him to allergists, chiropractors, homeopathic doctors. I knew there was some roadblock that was getting in the way of his reading, and we just couldn't figure out what it was.
It wasn't until a family friend suggested vision therapy that the problem began to get more clear.
Vision therapy is the process of teaching the brain to use the eyes.
Vision therapy doesn't deal with how you see far away, but how your eyes work together when you're trying to see up close.
There are 14 muscles that all have to get along, and the brain has to learn how to do that. And for him, it didn't. So things were blurring in and out. They were doubling up. He had an unstable world.
Through a series of exercises, Jacob quickly learned how to see. In 11 months of therapy, Jacob jumped 7 grade levels in reading. He now reads at a college level, but probably even more importantly, being able to open up a book has opened up his world.
Well, right now I'm able to feel good enough about myself that I can go and volunteer at different places, help out littler kids. I can read whatever I want.
Jacob is now in the Civil Air Patrol and has even flown a plane. And more good news about vision therapy. Once you've trained your eyes, it's a permanent change. For more information, just log on to our website at myfoxatlanta.com and look on the Seen on TV section. And this is not something that you'll diagnose from a regular vision checkup where you see the chart from far away. This is something that you need to get to a vision therapist. If you're finding out some of these symptoms are happening in your family, get to a vision therapist. They can diagnose it pretty quickly.
That's great. And
once they have the therapy, it's done. He has not been back to his vision therapist in years, but this is a lasting solution.
And how remarkable he's doing, huh? That's great.
Yes.
Tacoma, thank you so
much.
Thank you, Tacoma.